So I'm working on this Remix app where users can search for cafes. We have an SQLite database, but we want to be able to allow them to search quickly with various kind of soft fields with TypeSense. Now TypeSense is a sort of like Elasticsearch for dummies. You can basically use it with Docker. So if you go to the docs here, it explains the kind of things that you need. You basically provide an API key, which for Docker can be anything you want. A data directory, which be internal to the Docker container, but you can expose it outside into your file system. So let's just look at how that we start that up. So I've got a TypeSense start command here, which basically says this is the name of the container, and this is in detached mode, which basically means that it doesn't block up your terminal process. It then removes the container once you stop it. Basically port mapping, and then you have here your temp data directory on your file system, which would be mapped to the internal data. This is the name of the container image type, and then this is the internal data name, and you have some random API key. So when you use this in your like TypeScript node code, you want to basically have like process environment for that. So I have that specified in here, and then that's just used throughout the application. Once the app is live, we'll have a nightly seed process which populates TypeSense data with data from a database. So we have a command for doing that. Basically, you've got the database here, which is all the Drizzle stuff and the schema for the database, and then we'll have like in the search, we'll have like a seed command which creates all the basically what I've called spaces, and it creates the index inside of TypeSense, and then also copies the data over. And because we might have a lot of data, we're using something called PQ, but that's beyond the topic of this here. So anyway, let's just go to our Docker Docker desktop. No containers running, so we'll just go and start it. So we'll go into here, and we'll just do TypeSense start, and we can see our TypeSense thing is running now. So then if we go back to our app, we can see that once we search again, then hopefully, I think I've got one called purple, we'll see that the network's actually working now. So this is Remix. This is an API route or a resource route that's bringing back this data over the network. You can see these queries are going forth. So let's just look at how we do that in Remix. So we've got our TypeSense running, and then we have like code to access that TypeSense, which is, you can read about that inside of the TypeSense docs. So if we go to the routes in the Remix app, we have one called search, and that returns a JSON. And all we're doing is taking the query from the URL, which is here, search, and then we pass that into what we call the space search. And this is actually contains the backend code here. This is just the resource route in Remix. So if we go into here, space search, we're sort of lazily building up this query, so we can have like location and radius, seats, and then query. At the moment, we're just basically passing in that string that the person types in that box there, and then we go to our TypeSense collections, and but we retrieve the data back. So that's basically it, how you stick on a TypeSense layer into your Remix app so that you get powerful searching, very fast searching. And then you just do it like a nightly copy over data to TypeSense. Cool. So if you want any more information on how we do the TypeSense syncing and that kind of stuff, let me know, and I can make another video of that. But that's just a very basic layer of how to use TypeSense with Remix. Hope you enjoyed that.